What is going on out there, peeps? You ever just go to sleep and wake up the next day and wonder what the hell is going on with the world? I mean, there is all kinds of crap happening. Some of it very important, some of it kind of freaky, some of it scary, and some of it just makes you rethink about where we are as a nation and as a human race. I mean, seriously. I mean, we got parents raising kids that turn out like this.
My husband and I live off the government. We don't work. And this morning, it's Sunday. This morning, I asked him where he wanted to go eat lunch because we always go out to eat on Sundays. And he sat me down and he said, I think it's best that we stop eating out on Sundays, considering Donald Trump got elected and pretty soon we're going to be without a paycheck because he's not going to give us any more money. It wasn't until he said that it hit me how much this election affects our family directly. Because now we're both probably going to have to go get a job. And so we're going to miss time with our kids. We're going to miss time together. It's just devastating because before our country was so great. People could just live off of the government. You didn't really have to work unless you wanted to. But now with Trump, he's going to force everybody to go to work. And I don't think people realize how devastating it is to trade your time for money when you could have just had money handed to you from the very beginning.
Well, stupid us. I guess we didn't catch that memo. Who doesn't want to just sleep in, do nothing, and get paid? Sounds like a fun time. It's either that or you sound like a liberal. That damn Donald Trump. Anyways, other things in the news that caught my attention. When the hell did Joe Pesci wake up looking like Fu Manchu? And when the hell did fucking Pookie become white? I'm just wondering. Things that make you go, And when the hell did we go from Baywatch to Bay of Pigs? Now look, don't get me wrong, I've been known to have a drink or two. Sometimes those drinks get a little carried away. Just be careful not to get too drunk because you end up taking stupid photos like this. Am I the only one that didn't get the memo that we're supposed to wear underwear underneath? And I'm not sure what's going on here. Is he trying to pull it out and stretch it out or what's really going on there? But whatever you do, just make sure you don't get so drunk that you wake up like this. Somebody's trunk. At least I'm still smiling. The alcohol was good. But let me tell you one thing you'll never, ever see me do. Not without getting arrested. And that's this. No, any one of those people, including the females, when I'm drinking, if you slap me like that, and there's no good reason for it, slap me and I'll become the Hulk. So don't ever get that drunk. Or the last thing you want to do is get so drunk that you're looking out your neighborhood window and see something like this.
Como cuando tienes que ir a buscar tu león.
Well, I don't care how drunk you get. You're in a neighborhood and you look out your window and you see a lady carrying a tiger down the street. That's the woman you don't want behind a bar slapping you after you get a drink. Anyways, there's a lot of distractions taking place in the news. A lot of it good, a lot of it bad, a lot of it just nonsense. Let me give you another example of this.
We have some weird breaking news right now. Donald Trump is planning on restoring his Diet Coke button in the Oval Office on day one of his presidency. Like, priorities, right? When Donald Trump and Melania Trump enter the White House on Inauguration Day, they'll find it looks just like they did when they left 4 years ago, even down to the Diet Coke button on the desk in the Oval Office. That's thanks to the staff of the White House residence. It's nearly 100 employees who are non-political, and they spend the morning of January 20th moving the departing commander-in-chief out and the incoming one in. And apparently the Diet Coke button, where Donald Trump presses it and someone brings him a Diet Coke, is a major priority for him. They'll have all their clothes in their closet, their preferred shampoo in the bathroom, favorite foods, family photos, all that stuff will be in the White House thanks to these people. So while the American people are struggling because Donald Trump's tariffs raise prices for literally every single person, don't worry everybody, don't fret. Donald Trump will have his Diet Coke button back. I mean, this guy's such a joke.
Yeah, that's hairy jizz on my face. Look, he's an idiot. He's a paid shill. Literally, he's paid. It's been proven to bash Trump and kiss the ass of Joe Biden. But talk about presidential priorities. I guess old Jizzon is forgetting that the president that he supports has spent 40% of his presidency on vacation. 570th day on vacation. And by the way, when this article came out, he's been on vacation ever since. So who the hell's controlling the White House if almost half the time you're on vacation? Who's making all the decisions? It makes you wonder. 40% of his presidency, Biden has been on vacation. And you got Harry Jizzon complaining about Donald Trump, who's not even in office yet. I guess next you'll be telling me that Elon Musk and AOC have a fling going on.
I apologize.
No, he's perfect.
I'm breaking all the rules. I'm breaking all the rules.
Well, I guess we might make some mistakes. Who knows?
I think one of the biggest problems we have in DC is that everyone's egos are too big.
I actually just prefer to have no titles at all.
You're opening yourself up.
I'm just being me. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my God, whoever created this, gives them some type of award. I don't know what, but this is awesome. It's amazing what you can do with some video if you mix in the right type of music.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you.
Oh God, that almost feels blasphemous. I'm not even kidding, man. You gotta love it. But like I said, you got the right video and the right music, you'd be amazed the kind of thing you can create. But on a more serious note, there are some things happening out there that you should be well aware of. And I mean some really serious things. You know, I did a video one time in which I said, what if Trump actually is the boogeyman? And people lost their damn mind. But what I was trying to say to them was, what happens if he's one of them and he's being used to lure us into believing something's being done? Yeah, like I said, I caught a lot of crap for that. Now, look, I do believe Trump is doing God's work. But having said that, I'm just saying we need to still be on our toes. Just because Trump got into office doesn't mean that all of a sudden, hey, we could just stop paying attention and stop caring about what's going on. Because Trump is not in office 100%. And while you're sleeping, this kind of crap is going on.
Hold up. Kenya's trying to do what now? I mean, I read this in a book once and it didn't turn out too well. Check this out.
Now, let me just put it blatantly to you. The program targets the birth of new babies. So once you have your baby, before your baby leaves the hospital, you no longer get a paper birth certificate, but then you get a digital one that is somehow implanted somewhere on somebody's body. Think about that. But have a listen to this.
The digital ID, which has been a big problem to us for a very long time, is now on a testing mode for the next 2 months. I have been assured by all the stakeholders, led by the ministries concerned, that by December, we will be able to launch digital ID, where every Kenyan don't have to carry any paper, plastic or otherwise as an ID. They should be able to be identified digitally.
Yeah, that's something we don't want. That is the New World Order movement. And despite the fact that Trump's about to go into office, it's still moving forward. I mean, come on, the media is keeping you well distracted. Top Epstein, revelations of 2024, Bill Clinton's wish, the list, secret documents made public. Trump has already said that once he steps into the White House office, he is going to start exposing all the people on the list. We'll see, because you just don't have the Epstein list. You have the P. Diddy videos. that we know now has a lot of famous A-lister actors and entertainers, but as well as news people and elected officials. So you can understand why there's a lot of people trying to keep Trump out of office. They know their ass would be in a sling. I mean, come on. You got Jay-Z's in court for the same reason as P. Diddy. So I'm wondering how many other A-listers are on these tapes. Who's going to be exposed? So Jay-Z as well as Jennifer Lopez are on these videos. Allegedly. Then the media is keeping us distracted with this kind of crap, claiming that there is a strife inside the MAGA movement. Trump backs H-1B visa program after Elon Musk vows war during fiery online MAGA debate. So there was no war, it was an actual healthy debate. They were having discussions, each person putting in their opinion. That's what you should do when you're a politician. Listen to your constituents on both sides and hear what they have to say. The media has tried like hell to cause tension between the members of the MAGA movement. In addition to that kind of crap by the media, you have this. Chuck Schumer reveals stealth Dem plan to block MAGA revolution. Okay, how can it be stealth if you're telling everybody about it, first of all? But yes, the Dems are planning something to try to stop Trump from getting into the office. But this rumor's been going on for quite some time. Again, the Dems proven that they absolutely do not believe in democracy, they don't support our Constitution, and they're going to do everything they can to stay in power, to switch this country into that whole new world order. They know if they grab control of the United States, then they can control the rest of the world. And Schumer is one of the bad guys. Some of you might or might not remember, not that long ago, the World Health Organization was trying to push all the nations into a treaty that would give the World Health Organization full control over each nation, including the United States. Essentially, we would be surrendering our sovereignty of our nation, our freedom, violating our constitutional rights. They would decide when the pandemic breaks out, they would decide what steps to take, whether we need to be in lockdown or whether or not we're supposed to have vaccinations. Instead of forcing everybody to sign that treaty, they found a backdoor way to force us into it anyways.
Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, and I want to do a quick update about a document that got passed by the United Nations this weekend called the Pact of the Future document. It's two parts, one on science and technology and one about the youth and future generations. It is quite egregious, and it was done by a procedure called the silence procedure, which makes it a pact. And if no one objected, it is automatically adopted and put into the record as being completely adopted. This is the World Health Organization's runaround, or end around. Since they were not able to get the World Health Organization treaty passed, they decided to take it to the General Assembly. And it is even more egregious than what the World Health Organization was wanting to get passed. Let me just read you something really quickly about what is inside of this pact that is now being accepted by 193 nations around the world and equally open-armed accepted by our current administration. Everyone, it says that this is the power structure fully digital and maximized for the control of the masses. Everyone will be expected to have a biometric digital ID that marks them not just as citizens of an individual country, but as a global citizen. So anytime you hear global citizen or anytime you hear sustainability, think that this is an egregious thing that's happening at the level of the World Health Organization and the United Nations. Anyone that has a dissonant opinion will be labeled as misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation and memory hold. Perpetrators for unapproved information will be fact-checked and punished by the system, which will be operated and enforced by artificial intelligence. Punishments will include being locked out of one's bank account, being unable to make certain purchases, unable to get on an airplane, on a subway, drive on public roads. This is the future, according to the world's self-appointed overlords at the United Nations. These are unelected bureaucrats that are making decisions about our country, our sovereignty around the world. Nothing could be more important at this point in time than to get prepared, have water, food, digital access, flashlights, a way to communicate with family and friends. Now is really the time to get involved and get prepared, because this is what's coming. Our Congress is sitting on its hands. There was a press conference on the 17th about this, and no further action has been taken. So it's up to us to mobilize and to go forward, particularly with your local sheriffs, to get your constitutional sheriffs to say, this isn't going to be allowed in my county. Thank you very much. Take action. We've been talking about the onset of one world order, one world government, one world religion, one world money for a long time. Well, it's no longer coming. It's here.
Whoa, it's not just a rumor. Is that what she's saying? We've been talking about the New World Order now for 20 plus years. And like she said, it's no longer a conspiracy. It's here. It's called the World Economic Forum. They proudly call themselves the New World Order. So you got NATO involved, you have the World Economic Forum, you have the World Health Organization, and the vast majority of the Democrat Party and some Republicans who are all puppets for this New World Order. So you see, it's not just a matter of getting Trump into office. There's more to it than that. If you don't help Trump get the support he needs by going after these sellouts that now run our country, you know, they're getting paid big money to sell us out. Most of our politicians have been compromised. There's a program called Pegasus. Snowden warned us about this. So go out and do your research and learn about these kind of things. Anyways, that's the kind of crap you're missing while you're sleeping. Leave a comment down below and I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out.